Assalamualaikum and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You're now with me, Yusuf Shukri, for TVS Nightline, and here are the headlines for tonight. Premier Datuk Petinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tunapeng allocates 6.1 billion ringgit for Limbang mega projects. Home Minister denies allegations that children are being held hostage at Malaysia's immigration depot. And former US President Donald Trump clinches win in the Super Tuesday primaries. Former US President Donald Trump celebrated an amazing night as he closed in on the Republican presidential nomination with easy wins in the Super Tuesday primaries, setting up for a certain rematch with President Joe Biden in November. 15 states and a US territory staged nominating contests on the biggest day of the 2024 race so far, with both candidates coveting a second term in the White House.
They call it Super Tuesday for a reason. This is a big one. And they tell me, the pundits and otherwise, that there's never been one like this. There's never been anything so conclusive. This was an amazing night, an amazing day. It's been an incredible period of time in our country's history. It's been sad in so many ways, but I think it's going to be inspiring because we're going to do something that, frankly, nobody's been able to do for a long time.
Texas and California were among the major victories for Trump over Nikki Haley as he picked up support in every demographic, taking conservative southern states and more liberal battlegrounds such as Virginia. He was denied a clean sweep, with Haley edging a tight contest in the northeastern state of Vermont. But the former president told supporters they had witnessed an amazing night and an amazing day. Home Minister Datuk Sri Saifuddin Nasution Ismail has denied allegations by the Human Rights Watch, which accused Malaysia of currently apprehending more than 1,400 children at 19 of its immigration depots. He questioned the credibility of the source that was referenced by the said organisation, as he is well aware of the current situation at each immigration bordering the country.
Sumber daripada mana?
Human Rights Watch.
Okey. Insiden di mana?
Tak mention. Dia kata 20 tahanan.
Saya ada 19 depo immigration. Okey. Saya tahu precisely angka kanak-kanak di dalam setiap depo. Okey. Sebahagiannya saya dah keluarkan ke Baitul Mahabbah untuk penjagaan yang lebih rapi. So dia tak boleh buat. Saya ini pertama kali saya dengar, kalau boleh sebut depo mana. Depo Semenyih, depo KLIA, depo Tuaran, sebut dengan jelas barulah berlaku adil pada kita untuk mendapatkan maklumat yang sahih dan apakah benar perkara itu berlaku.
The Human Rights Watch in a statement said that there are a total of 1,467 children being held hostage at 20 immigration depots throughout the country as of September 2023. It added that the children were abused, denied medical attention, and were malnutritioned. The NGO also claimed that 2/3 of the children were either alone or separated from their respective families. Saifuddin also brushed claims that immigration detention depots in the country are experiencing overcrowding. He added that the only time depots experienced congestion was during the COVID-19 period, as no one was able to be repatriated. Malaysian Immigration Department JIM conducts operations from time to time to detect foreigners who do not have valid documents or expired documents covering various sectors including construction, plantation and manufacturing. Saifuddin said that based on several operations carried out of every 10 foreigners who were checked, 80% of them had valid documents, while 20% did not have valid documents. Now, Sarawak is ready to provide renewable energy to its neighbouring country, Brunei, via Limbang ahead of 2025. said Premier of Sarawak, Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tunopeng, following Limbang's capability in having 100% water and electricity supply by 2025.
In connection with this, Abang Johari stated that Sarawak Energy Berhad (SEB) is in discussions with Brunei, which has shown interest in importing renewable energy from Sarawak.
Dijangkakan 2025 bermakna tahun depan bekalan elektrik dan air mungkin 100% siap. Dengan adanya loji penapisan air yang akan kita bina, sedang dalam pembinaan, dan juga untuk kita power supply tenaga yang boleh diperbaharui, dan tenaga ini akan menjurus ke Sabah. Ya. Sekarang pihak SEB sedang dalam perbincangan dengan Brunei kerana Brunei juga berkendakkan tenaga. Okay.
Limbang and Lawas to be connected to the state grid.
Dan seperti mana kata Datuk Amang Tengah, kalau kita menjanakan tenaga ini, sudah tentu kita akan menggunakan state grid. State grid akan tidak lama siap dengan adanya penjanaan tenaga daripada Miri Gas Plant dan juga menerusi Limbang.
Meanwhile, Abang Johari also mentioned that the Sarawak government is also planning to supply energy from remote power sources from Limbang River and Trusan River in Lawas.
Kita akan membuat kajian untuk untuk membekalkan tenaga daripada cascading power source yang terdapat di Sungai Limbang dan Sungai Terusan. Saya nak sebutkan di sini, ini tiada mengena dengan pengambilan tanah ataupun tanah akan di submerge. Tapi ini adalah menerusi aliran sungai, air sungai saja. Dan ini adalah satu teknologi baru. Dan kalau kita lihat negara Kanada, Quebec, 50% tenaga di Kanada adalah menerusi cascading bawah source, cara daripada sungai. Ini sudah tentu memberikan masa yang cerah untuk bahagian Limbang dan juga negeri Sarawak.
He made these remarks during a media briefing following his visit to the Limbang River Embankment project site on Wednesday. Earlier, Abang Johari chaired the first meeting of Sarawak State Development Coordination Committee (SDCCM) for the year 2024. Subsequently, Abang Johari visited 3 project sites around Limbang, namely the Limbang River Bridge Bunut No. 2 State Government Complex IAC project and the Limbang River Embankment project site.
During the same briefing, Abang Johari said Limbang City, which is characterized by its potential in gas production, will witness the presence of industry players from Middle Eastern countries collaborating with Petroleum Sarawak Berhad or Petros to manage and operate the gas industry. In the meantime, he said Deputy Premier of Sarawak, Dato' Amar Awang Tengah Ali Hassan, is in the midst of negotiating with the countries involved in a bid to materialize this cooperation.
Di bahagian Limbang ada potensi untuk mengeluarkan gas. Kerana kita akan menerusi Petros akan mengusahakan industri gas ini, dan sekarang ini Yang Berhormat Datuk Amar sedang berunding mungkin pihak Timur Tengah akan datang ke sini untuk bekerja dengan Petros bagi menguruskan dan mengendalikan industri khasnya gas.
The Sarawak government has allocated a total of 6.1 billion ringgit for the construction of the Northern Coastal Highway. The development of the 4-lane highway is set to begin in 2025 and is part of a series of high-impact projects that will be implemented in the Limbang division until 2030.
Kita akan membinakan jalan baru daripada Rangau ke Kuala Limbang. Kedua, iaitu daripada Bandar Lawas di bahagian daerah Lawas, Bandar Baru. Dan ketiganya ialah pembinaan jalan baru daripada Bukit Lubuk ke Kampung Seberang Kedai, Limbang. Ini ada jalan baru ke kampung sebab ini akan menghubungkan kedua belah Sungai Limbang.
Apart from that, Abang Johari noted that the government is currently identifying an area to develop a new airport and a harbour to connect the said highway in the future.
Ini juga adalah dana kerajaan negeri. Ini disebabkan oleh pembangunan yang sedang berlaku di bahagian Limbang. Pertamanya ialah pembangunan airport. Airport di Limbang ini akan dipanjangkan, iaitu menyampung runway yang membolehkan jet untuk mendarat di sini. Keduanya kita sedang mengenal pasti satu kawasan untuk membangunkan resort dan juga kawasan riadah yang berhadapan dengan Brunei Bay. Ini akan menjadi satu tempat untuk kita mempromosikan sektor pelancongan di sini.
Currently, the government has implemented 93 out of 226 development projects in Limbang as of February 29th. The 91 projects are currently being developed, while 57 more are in the planning phase.
Now, Sarawak took centre stage at the ITV Berlin 2024 with the launch of the Gateway to Borneo campaign. Sarawak Tourism Board (STB) in a statement said that the campaign signifies a rebrand, positioning Sarawak as the premier gateway to Borneo, encompassing Kalimantan, Sabah and Brunei.
The campaign also signifies the start in digital tourism by sharing with the world Sarawak's rich culture, adventure, nature, food and festivals aligning with ITB 2024 theme. Additionally, the revamped Sarawak More to Discover logo serves to amplify the spirit and excitement of the region's marketing strategy, serving as a visual representation of Sarawak's native rainforests, coastal water attractions, and the colorful diversity of its ethnic populations. Meanwhile, Sarawak's Minister of Tourism, Creative Industry and Performing Arts, Dr. Sri Abdul Karim Rahman Hamza said his ministry is thrilled to introduce visitors to Sarawak's evolving tourism narrative through the campaign. He said it is not just about geographical allure, but also includes contemporary and timeless aesthetics catered to the taste of the audience. ITB Berlin 2024 takes place at the Berlin Exhibition Grounds from March 5th to 7, 2024. For this year's edition, the international convention focuses on analyzing the background and opportunities for digital transformation in greater detail than before.
Now, a total of 3,435 police personnel, comprising 2,340 retirees and 1,075 serving members, have received the Pingat Jasa Pahlawan Negara or PJPN from the Sarawak contingent since 2014. Sarawak Police Commissioner Dato' Mancha Atta stated that out of this total, 20 retired police personnel received the award at home due to health reasons. According to him, since 2014 until now, the Sarawak contingent has held a total of 13 award ceremonies and 5 non-ceremonial events.
Berpandukan kepada portal pesara polis Diraja Malaysia, masih terdapat seramai 1,767 orang pesara polis Sarawak yang layak tetapi belum menerima pingat.
He stated this during a press conference after the award ceremony held at the Batukawa PGA camp on Wednesday. A total of 374 Sarawak contingent retired police personnel have received the National Hero Service Medal or PJPN in Series 1 and 2 in 2024 so far. He said the medal was awarded to commemorate their heroic service during Malayan emergency between July 12, 1948 and July 21, 1960, as well as the communist insurgency era from 1968 to 1989 and the state of emergency in Sabah and Sarawak.
Tingkat ini agar segera mendaftar dan mengamankan data masing-masing dengan lengkap di dalam portal e-pesara PDRIM, seterusnya membuat permohonan pingat di dalam sistem tersebut. Para peserta bekas pulih juga boleh mendaftar sendiri dengan bantuan ahli keluarga atau pergi ke cawangan hal ehwal pesara di IPD yang berdekatan untuk mendapatkan maklumat lanjut.
Moving on to national affairs, the ASEAN-Australia partnership has tremendous potential to be further enriched, including in strengthening ASEAN's micro, small and medium enterprise MSME ecosystem and accelerating its energy transition journey. Highlighting areas for enhanced cooperation, Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim called for accelerated business utilization and engagement under the ambit of the ASEAN-Australia-New Zealand Free Trade Agreement, especially for MSMEs.
At the plenary session of the summit, Anwar pointed out that Malaysia is committed to the development of MSMEs as drivers of employment, innovation and economic dynamism.
We see much potential for Australia's support in strengthening ASEAN's MSME ecosystem, particularly through digital transformation, capacity building, market access, sustainable practice, and enabling equitable participation of MSMEs.
Meanwhile, addressing climate change via an energy transition journey and collaboration, Anwar said Malaysia pledged to achieve a just transition in the energy sector, including net zero greenhouse gas emissions by 2050 in its National Energy Transition Roadmap.
We look forward to collaboration with Australia as ASEAN seeks to accelerate its energy transition journey. As we progress, we should be mindful of each other's different economic needs and move to ensure that the transition is just, inclusive and equitable for all, where issues pertaining to climate finance, incentives, technology and infrastructure are adequately addressed.
Adding to that, he said Malaysia will host the first annual ASEAN Green Jobs Forum in Kuala Lumpur next month with the support of Australia, where the cross-sectoral initiative is expected to contribute to green jobs and green skills development in the region. On human capital development, Anwar said Australia's support, including through the ASEAN TVET Council, towards fostering talent development in the region is very much welcomed. He called for expanding cooperation on technical and vocational education and training TVET to include new disciplines such as green technologies, the fourth industrial revolution, and artificial intelligence. Meanwhile, on connectivity, Anwar said Malaysia will co-host the Maritime Connectivity Forum with Australia and South Korea in June this year and look forward to experts engaging on port digitalization and automation to further enhance infrastructure capacity.
The government, under the Women, Family and Community Development Ministry, is considering a proposal to increase the amount of launch grant provided under the Welfare Assistance Scheme from 2,700 ringgit to 5,000 ringgit. Its Minister Datuk Seri Nancy Shukri said the move aims to assist those in need in obtaining business capital necessitated by the challenging economic conditions. She added the matter will be brought to the Ministry of Finance to seek approval for implementation this year.
Kita sudah bawa dalam mesyuarat perusahaan kita nak meningkatkan lagi daripada 2,700 ke 5,000 kalau MOF setuju Alhamdulillah kita boleh. Itu yang kita nak lakukan. Ya.
Sudah dibawa ke kabinet?
Itu tak perlu kabinet. Itu pengurusan kami saja. Tapi kita kena mohon dengan MOF. Mohon kebenaran.
Nancy also mentioned that the increase in welfare allowances under the ministry has not been discussed thus far due to current economic challenges. The launching grant is provided to boost and empower the economy of the target groups who have interests, skills, and potential to generate income for themselves and their families.
All institutions under the Ministry of Education (MOE) nationwide will be required to establish preschool facilities for children as young as 5 years old, starting from the 2024 to 2025 school session. Its Minister Fadlina Sidet said that expansion was based on the requests, needs and capacity of the ministry's commitment. And as such, she revealed that this year, a total of 129 new preschool classes will be opened, making the total number 9,909 across the country.
Kita sedang menggerakkan sebuah task force dalam 6 rangka task force ke arah reformasi pendidikan, dan salah satunya adalah task force terkait rapat dengan prasekolah, dan kita sedang berikan tumpuan penuh kepada gerak kerja ini. Satu adalah soal penyelarasan kurikulum yang mesti kita lihat ia mesti berlaku dengan segera, penyelarasan kurikulum ini. Yang kedua adalah dari segi melihat kepada kepentingan pendidikan prasekolah itu sendiri. Jadi kita ada beberapa institusi termasuk beberapa kementerian yang sedang kita selaraskan. Tapi di peringkat Kementerian Pendidikan Malaysia, kita punya hala tuju kita ini selain memperkuatkan kurikulum adalah membuat peluasan sebanyak mungkin dalam semua institusi KPM untuk prasekolah. Kerana yang kita tahu prasekolah KPM ini percuma dan kita nak rakyat Malaysia memilih prasekolah KPM ini.
She added that preschool education institutions under other ministries are also being coordinated for the same purpose. Touching on the quality of MOE preschool education, she said every citizen should utilize the facilities provided by the government as they provide high-quality curriculum and highly educated teachers.
Malam hanya di TVS.
Welcome back. In the Tian Shan Mountains of Kyrgyzstan, villagers have made an artificial glacier to provide water for their drought-hit farms. Measuring 5 meters high and 20 meters long, the glacier was made over 2 weeks in autumn by redirecting water from the peaks of Tian Shan. The villagers in the Central Asia region are being forced to adapt since natural glaciers, which are their main source of water, are slowly disappearing due to global heating. In addition to providing water when it melts, the glacier also helps lower the ambient temperature and create humidity.
Зимой, летом, у нас было, получается, много засухи. Мы сталкивались с этими, и наша главная цель была обеспечить наших животных питьевой водой для выпаса скота. И мы сейчас первый экспериментальный ледник построили, то есть воду провели. И сейчас мы хотим посмотреть, как она будет влиять и действовать на скот. И у наших
For farmer Erkin Kaldanov, he was optimistic about harnessing nature to counteract climate change.
Ошонтенен ушул музду сууну тоңдурма кылып жасадык. Азыр сууга да жакшы болуп калды. Бул жайы менен ушул эрип бүткөнчө малыбыз ошол жерден суу ичет.
A 2023 study in the Journal of Science predicted that the acceleration in the melting of the glaciers would peak between 2035 and 2055. The extent of the problem can be seen in satellite images of Central Asia and in the regular warnings issued by the United Nations. The lack of snow, also due to higher temperatures, does not allow them to regenerate. Artificial glaciers were first created in the Indian Himalayas in 2014 and have gone global in countries like Chile and Switzerland, costing $6,200 to create each. The glaciers also allow farmers to keep livestock on spring pastures for longer before sending them to summer pastures, thus slowing soil erosion. 3 American astronauts and a Russian cosmonaut blasted off on Sunday night from Florida for a 6-month mission on the International Space Station. The SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket lifted off at 10:53 p.m. local time from the Kennedy Space Center, lighting up the sky with a long, bright plume of orange flame. Just minutes after the launch, as the rocket soared over the Atlantic, it was moving at a speed of 6,000 miles per hour. NASA said it took about 9 minutes for the capsule to settle into orbit as it prepared to dock with the ISS and relieve 4 other crew members. Meanwhile, a first attempt to launch the mission Saturday was scrubbed due to high winds. Endeavour, the capsule that carried the 3 men and 1 woman into orbit, has already been launched 4 times by Elon Musk's SpaceX. The company has been providing astronaut launch services for NASA since 2020 under the U.S. Space Agency's Commercial Crew Program, with rival contractor Boeing yet to finish its certification. Space remains a rare area of cooperation between the United States and Russia since its 2022 invasion of Ukraine. Currently, 7 people are aboard the ISS. After an overlap of a few days, 4 members of the current ISS crew, an American, a Dane, and 1 person each from Japan and Russia, will return to Earth in their own capsule. The refreshed crew will carry out experiments, including using stem cells to create organoids, which are artificially grown masses of cells resembling organs, to study degenerative diseases, taking advantage of the microgravity environment to enable 3-dimensional cell growth not possible on Earth. Wrapping up the Nightline, Amazon founder Jeff Bezos reclaimed his spot as the world's richest man on Monday, dethroning Elon Musk on the Bloomberg Billionaires Index. Bezos' net worth stands at $200 billion, surpassing the Tesla's founder's $190 billion. Musk has seen his riches fall by more than $30 billion as Tesla's share price has dropped 25% in recent months. And meanwhile, Bezos, who no longer runs Amazon, has benefited from the e-commerce giant's rising stock price. Even after recently selling off $8.5 billion in stock, he remains the company's largest shareholder. Coming in 3rd place, the French CEO of luxury group LVMH, Bernard Arnault, with a net worth of $197 billion. See the world closer with TVS as we bring you the latest news updates, both locally and internationally, just a click away, by heading on to our website at www.tvsarawak.my or follow us on our social media platforms. That's at TV Sarawak. And those were the updates on TVS Nightline. I'm Yusuf Shukri. Thank you for watching. Good night and Assalamualaikum.